And we are back for more Mobile Legends actions here at Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 3. Not 1, not 2,
But
but 3. And Realme 3.
3.
It's all about the threes.
It's all about threes here.
And round number 3. Or technically round number 3.
4.
Not technically round number 4, but I mean, if these two teams face off each other in the grand finals of MPL Season 3 finals, that is going to be round number 3 for them, especially when it's Cignal Ultra and Bren Esports.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger matchups that everybody has been anticipating. This is a rivalry that has been spanning for a long, long time now.
And it's not like they set up this rivalry by themselves. It was just a pure act of nature, if I might say. Like, it's a pure act of nature because they didn't really ask to beat up each other in the finals time and time again. It's just that they're two of the best teams. And what can we do about it as long as one team doesn't really step up and claim that grand final slot from them? They're just gonna face each other time and time again.
Yeah, and this is one of the times here, and this is actually an interesting point
Interesting.
That we have here because Cignal Ultra consistently has been on top. Not anymore in terms of the point standing because Archangel is leading the pack here, but Bren Esports is no longer one of the top dogs here in this game. And still one of the top dogs, but not as good as Cignal Ultra. Speaking of Bren Esports, we got Payne, EJ, Rebo, UG, Coco, and Hayes as the lineup here.
And it seems to me like Bren Esports, their cloak of invulnerability from season number 1 was just taking down from them. I mean, season number 2, there were still hints of it. Season number 3, ever since they lost the finals of season number 2 in the playoffs, that cloak of invulnerability just went away.
Yeah, and
Just dropped.
they're looking. They're still looking really good in terms of wins because they are currently at a 76% win rate here for them. And they're not bad. They are the same. They are on the same level as Cignal Ultra with 76% win rate as well. And again, this is a rivalry that has been spanning for a long, long time now. And these guys will almost always go out straight off the gates and just start swinging.
And for the other team, it's going to be Cignal Ultra, one of the best teams in the Philippines for season number 2. We have Yaku, Daisenia, S&D, Tets, and Few. Even with their coach Blopsy, it is still a very formidable team.
It's a very, very formidable team indeed. This is the winning roster of season 2, and these guys have they're showing no signs of stopping here in this season. I mean, 10 wins and 3 losses.
I'm technically very close to these players as well, and their play style is really just a matter of adapt and conquer. They don't even plan. They don't even plan anything, but right now, just facing off against Bren, do they have something in mind as to what they're gonna go for in terms of drafting or playstyle? I don't think so, because if they do, that is going to ruin that's gonna ruin their momentum.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're one of the teams that can just adapt to whatever is being thrown at you, that is one of the best game styles that you could go for. Because if you just keep on planning against a team, and then they suddenly throw something out the gates, and you're not ready for it because you haven't planned for it, you're going to be in the losing end of that fight.
Comfortability is gonna bring out your best ability to play the game.
Comfortability.
It actually kind of rhymes, but I mean,
the best thing out there.
the best thing out there is just to play with your comfort picks. Don't plan anything ahead. But for Bren, they've been planning a lot ever since MPL Season 2.
And
They've been planning a lot.
speaking of planning a lot, we'll find out what the plan is for both these things because we'll be going straight into the draft here for game number 1 between Bren Esports and Cignal Ultra. And straight off the bat, Diggy is going to be banned again.
It's a team that came out from Doggy's palms as
Your
well.
team
So
is banning.
technically, they're just gonna ban out that Diggy, and I think Diggy is one of the priorities for this match. Just try to take them off. Just to take him off of the radar. Don't let him just rain in his parade on all your disables and all your crowd control.
Your team is
and just winning
banning.
it from there.
Yeah. Speaking of winning the game here, Grok is going to be banned. Cignal Ultra will ban out anybody here, and Bren is going to be the first pick, and they need to steal away either Leomord, Cho.
Either or.
Leomord or Cho, because so far Cignal Ultra is standing on a 100% win rate on Leomord.
Your
and
team
on
is
Cho.
picking.
And that is Yahoo and Lee.
Yes, it is.
It's technically Yahoo isn't really what do you call this? Isn't really that. Let's say it's not the signature hero of Yahoo. because
Claude.
When you talk about Yahoo,
Your
technically
team
talking about
is
Alfred
picking.
as well. That's how what do you call this? When it sounds the same, synonymous.
Yeah,
it's kind of
synonymous,
synonymous.
yeah.
Yahoo and Hellcrit is synonymous to each other right now. Just I mean, the throne of the Cho Lord or the Cho King in mpl-ph goes to Hayes time and time again.
Yeah.
But one of the crowned kings here for the Cho role where the Cho plays is actually deep. He
Yeah.
has had a higher win rate than Hayes in mpl.
Leo Moore. Cho.
Yeah. And we are seeing the
team
primary
is
comfort
picking.
picks here for these guys. Cho and Leomord is going to be there. Will Bren Esports be able to taint the 100% win rate of those two heroes on the hand of Cignal Ultra? That's a question there. Now, Bren Esports could go for a Harith. Harith is wide open, but instead they're going to go for a Minotaur. That's going to be a Haze Minotaur, also sitting on a 100% win rate. Kufra being picked up here as well.
One of the best,
Kufra.
I might say, tanks right now. Two of the best tanks right
Minotaur.
now. Kufra
Your
and
team
Minotaur.
is picking.
And technically, if you would put it this way, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, just seeing how they synergize with each other, the Minoan Fury will give time for the Kufra to just go in with the ball, and just after the last pop on the Minoan Fury, just ultimate everyone go.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
how you do it.
it's already going to be a lockdown for Centuries, and they are going to have to make it work. They
Belleric.
also have the Blazing Duet.
Your team
So while
is
that's
banning.
happening, if Claude would be able to zone his Blazing Duet just right, all the times that they're getting the Minoan Fury to hell, then pinned up against a wall, all the bullets from the Blazing Duet is going to connect. But a Belleric being picked up here by Cignal Ultra is going to be there in hopes to stop that from happening.
Okay, so Tets right now is just chilling. Very chill person. Coco, on the other hand, is showing us his what do you call this?
Your team
What?
is banning.
The nape. This is the
No,
nape.
the nape is the back of the
nape
head.
is the back of the head.
On top of the head.
Top of the head. What do you call that?
Top of the head.
Top of the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing else we can call it superior cranial, whatever.
Something. Okay. The back of his head. Okay. Right now.
Anyway,
Showing a lot of hair.
Showing a lot of hair. But yeah, Selena is going to be banned. Also a formidable pick there.
I mean,
Your
it's not
team
really that
is
formidable.
picking.
It's just that Bren has been very delusional in terms of, saying that, oh, Selena's not our weakness. But time and time again, when Selena gets picked, they get destroyed.
Yeah, because Bren Esports playstyle is solely relying on being a train that's not stopping. And if you can stop that train, it's going to disrupt Bren Esports playstyle completely.
Yeah, I mean, remember the last time they played against SGD, I think? Was it SGD? Pain got hit
Luna.
thrice.
Your
Not
team
twice.
is picking.
Thrice.
Thrice.
In one skirmish.
It's a very fancy skirmish there.
And multiple skirmishes, I think.
Yeah.
Still, you're not gonna put yourself in danger of you getting that and just throwing it out,
Palms,
just
Harry.
making the most out of it.
Your
for the side of
team
Cignal
is
Ultra.
picking.
Because technically, if they hit someone, they're just gonna force the game. And how do you fight that if one of your guys is burstable?
Yeah. And speaking of burstable here, we do have a Harith. kind of burstable on his own, but is very maneuverable. A lot of maneuverability there onto the Chrono Dash, especially while inside the Zaman Force. And look at how the setup is going to be here for Bren Esports. Zaman Force to a Minoan Fury to an ultimate being popped by Kufra.
Okay, Guinevere. So this is going to be
Guinevere.
hero. Not really sure, but okay. So right now we're actually gonna see the Isainia go for the Gwyn, and Leo on Yaku, Few will be the Lunox. So this is one of the advantages that Cignal Ultra has. They actually have two mages here, and the thing about it is the real mage here, the real mage main is actually the Isainia. He's actually the mage main.
Yeah.
He's actually the mage main. But Few has been playing a lot of this conservative, very low mobility heroes in terms of mages. Those who actually can't move much, but in terms of damage output, he's gonna destroy everyone in his path.
And that is, I mean, I remember during Season 2 where the Senya just kept picking Alice and had the highest win rate on the Alice. I think it still goes to show that he can still be a formidable mage user. Just like what you said, and Guinevere is a mage slash fighter. It's a weird combination, but it still works. Especially if you go for the Violet Requiem, all the bursts that you can ever need is in that ultimate.
Yeah. It actually acts as a whole too. Like if you can get one on a disabled, it's actually a setup for other skills to hit. And they have a lot of ways to start the fight.
Yeah, and speaking of fight, the fight is now going to be starting here between Bren Esports and Cignal Ultra. I'm going to go for Bren Esports here. Coco is going to be on Nightclaw, Rebo on the Toms, Yuji on the Harith, Hayes on that Minotaur, and Pain on that Kufa.
For the side of Cignal Ultra, it's going to be on the show, the Isainia as the Guinevere, Few will be the Lunox, Stets as the Belleric, and Yaku on the Leo.
Yeah, straight off the bat, I'm seeing Cignal Ultra and Bren Esports just going for the invades here, try to get as much XP and gold as they can, but no invades are going to happen there.
And look at Yaku just being very aggressive. Rebo, he's going toe-to-toe against Yaku here, and look at how they take their buffs. It's a 3-man rotation just to get that buff. They don't want invades. They don't want any invades in front of their faces.
Because if Cignal Ultra or Bren Esports goes for the invade, they will be getting the upper hand because they will get more gold, they will get more experience, as well as the buff at the minimum will be on to 4 people, which is really painful.
Really painful. But right now, it's actually Daisenia who's going to be the top laner for the side of Cignal Ultra. He's going to be the solo laner here. Yahoo is going to go to the middle lane. This is one of the safer swaps that we are seeing just for this meta. It's only for this season alone too.
Yeah, a lot of times you see Leomord just go solo lane because you want him to go online as soon as possible, especially below the 2-minute, 3-minute mark where you really need Yako to be in the fight.
Yako right now is gonna go to the mid lane. He wants to get his level 4, but Yako here getting initiated upon. He will get out, but Few and Kufra in.
Oh, there goes the wall in though.
Oh my
Saint's gonna
goodness,
fall
and
down.
Bane is gonna get punished for being aggressive.
Too aggressive there, Bren Esports. Kind of have to keep your cool there, but that is still relatively an even game. Tets did secure the kill, not falling onto the carry, so it's not much of a problem here for Bren Esports.
Okay, so Belleric, on the other hand, he's just gonna stay there for the face check on that push. And here comes the wave of Dragon Yuji getting caught out, and that is going to be the punish.
That's 2-0 here for Cignal Ultra. Not 30 seconds in the game. 30 seconds apart, I mean, finally securing a second kill. And this is why Cho is still a viable pick in this meta. The Way of the Dragon can displace anybody, put anybody near your team.
Rebo, look at he actually gonna go for Rebo there, almost getting the knockout.
Almost
That
getting the
could have
beat
been
though there.
bad for the
Pain
side
actually
of
goes for
Cignal
the
Ultra.
ultimate here. It's in the middle of a 4-man there. There goes the Minoan Fury, a 3-man Minoan Fury. That's going to be Rebo's getting a kill. Onto Tess getting a double kill on his own. Onto Yako. Few is going to fall down before he takes out Minotaur though.
And look at the wave the dragon on the Claude. The Claude here, can he get the kill? No, he can't, but Guinevere is still on top, just warming up. There he was. It's gonna be bad timing for the side of Cignal Ultra to actually fight right now, just because the Bren Esports has the Lord buff on their side. But Bren Esports, their confidence right now is very high. Rebo even popping his ultimate just to secure that buff.
Yeah, and just like that, Bren Esports was able to equalize the game here against Cignal Ultra, even getting a 1,000 gold lead here in their favor. Now, Cignal Ultra, what they need to do here is to just focus solely on objectives, because their mid lane is wide open. They will be expecting Bren Esports invading the jungles time and time and again. They need to relieve the pressure here over to the bottom lane, because that's what UG and the rest of Bren Esports are going to try to do. But the Down Force is going to be committed there over to the bottom lane just to try to get Yako, but Barbiel is going to go.
And Barbiel, Yako is actually getting engaged upon here, and they will get that kill. Hayes even joining the fight. And that is one of the things where Bren Esports thrives on. It's just all-out aggression, knowing where to be and when to be in it, and the right place at the right time. So how do you fight Bren Esports actually big performance?
Yeah, and Cignal Ultra is just allowing that to happen for Bren Esports, because Bren Esports has been rotating all across the map, and they have been rotating quite efficiently, to say the least, because every time they go for the rotates, they secure the objectives or they secure a kill.
You have to fight the right. You need to have the right decision making and the right shot calls for that. And I do think Bren, with their experience, they're just making the right decisions left and right.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the Violet Requiem there, committed onto Kufra, but
Yeah. I think it was only the knockoff, no Violet Requiems there.
yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Technically, the Violet Requiem is the ultimate of the Guinevere.
Turtle resurrecting
I
soon.
just thought it was a Violet Requiem. There you go.
But right now,
Second
there's actually a rotation here. Yuji fastening his fingers, but knockoff is there.
The knockup is there. That is going to be securing a kill onto UG at the cost of a second tier 2 turret.
Nice aggression coming out here from the side of Bren Esports, and he going left and right with the Jit Kundo, just getting a 2-man knockup there. Yako is here.
Oh, Pain
He
goes in
wants
for
to
the
fight,
ultimate.
and if he
He's
wants to
going
fight,
against
he's gonna
Riyadh,
call
gives him no
Barbiel.
appearance.
That is bad for the side of Cignal Ultra. And look at that push back to the wall. Kufra here making the plays, and Few trying to go for Rebo. Rebo will be the prime target here for that Lunox, but he can't get Hayes.
I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else you could have done there. He could have just went back, just tried to secure another kill there. That was a 2 for 5.
Look at the body count here.
Everybody in that.
Everybody in the pit.
It's a 2 for 5 trade, and the turtle as well. Bren Esports is really looking good here. A 5,000 gold lead as well.
And this is one of the things that Bren Esports is good. Is the best thing. Just trying to find the right fights. They punish Cignal Ultra, and there are things that you can't really plan for. And Cignal Ultra, if you're comfortable with that, yes, that's good for you guys. But if Bren Esports, they know where to fight. They know where to, they know when to fight, and they know where the advantage, where the places in the map that is advantageous for them. It's more on just the fact of executing the right skills, because the Kufra there was actually on point with Loki.
Yeah, speaking of executing the right skills here, not a good spot for Cignal Ultra to take a fight here. Minoa and Fury is ready. The Rage Bar is not there just yet. And they constantly keep pushing for fights here in the jungle. This might be the end for them, because it's a really tight space. And Kufra, Claude, Minotaur, and Harris, they all strive in tight spaces.
Okay, knockoff is there. They say
The
yeah.
bouncing ball.
Oh,
Blazing
but
duet.
Coco actually
Onto
going
3,
in.
4. Actually, Tats.
He's gonna take someone out, and
finally.
Coco actually gonna go down as well. D trying to run away, but Rebo, Hayes, and Big.
Oh, there's a 2 Minoa Fury as well. Onto the Zenya and Yako, but the damage output is just way too much here for Bren Esports. Cignal Ultra is
look
going to
at
try to
that.
fight back though, because Leomord is finally online. HPs are below 50% at
And
this point.
Yaku, the cleanup crew, they are in town, and they're just gonna go for Rebo. Rebo here, falling to 30% HP, and he will go down. And that is a wipe going to the side of Cignal Ultra.
That is a 2 for 5 trade as well, so it's like a taste of their own medicine, Bren Esports. Now the Lord is up, next objective here for these guys.
And wow, what an entrance by this Leo.
What an entrance indeed. I'm going to summon Barbiel. and I'm gonna wipe everything.
You have stepped into my craft card, Yuji boy. And craft card, Yuji boy. I will judge you. I'm a millennial. Okay, so just having that certain advantage against Bren Esports, it it hits home in terms of ego for the side of Bren Esports, is because you got a good Minoan Fury, but you still didn't win the match.
Yeah, I mean, their ultimates were really too forced out. If Bren Esports were able to time all their ultimates just right, it could have been a completely different story. They would have been able to secure the inhibitor turret as well. But the thing that happened there was Pain immediately went for his ultimate, wasn't able to catch anybody there. Yuji dropped the Zaman Force, not catching anybody as well. Hayes went in for the Minoan Fury. Nothing happened as well. And Blazing Duel was also expended while everybody was
Oh,
still
look
normal.
at that Rebo just going in, just going in front of
Zaman
Ted
Force.
here and Coco. That was a petrify on the Minoan Fury. That was actually a very
nice
good
time.
effort coming out from Cignal
Shut
Ultra.
down.
But right now, D is the only one alive, and Few
Shut
will be the
down.
next target, and
Double
that
kill.
is a 4-4-2 trade. Favorite aside of Bren Esports.
Favoring inside of Bren Esports indeed. This is going to be an easy inhibitor turret push here by Bren Esports. Just going to be D alone to defend this. Going to try to look for somebody there, but goes for the Deacon though. Knocks two guys up, but not enough damage here. Needs to survive for 2 seconds before Tets finally joins in the fight,
D
but
is
that's
gonna
not
go
going to
down.
happen.
D is going to go down, and this is probably it. No, Titania is actually going to revive. In a second, Yahoo as well. And this is still winnable for the side of Cignal Culture. Well, for Bren Esports, they can't be complacent right now just because they took down one inhibitor turret. And one inhibitor turret in Mobile Legends is... It gives pressure to the map. But
Yeah.
in terms of winning the game, it doesn't actually. It just opens up the inhibitor. It just opens up the base.
Yeah, I
Aside
mean,
from that, I don't really think it matters.
I mean, the minions, the super minions pushing up are still a big factor.
It
because
still
takes a
gives the
while.
pressure. It still gives pressure.
Yeah.
But in terms of, just ending the game straight up from there, if you don't really have like a 10 KV, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, good point there.
And as we all know right now, if Bren Esports gets the Lord, it goes to the middle lane.
Yeah.
And you can just predict it.
Yeah, it's something that Bren Esports wants to get as well. Try this level, go for this level 1 Lord. And they're gonna
And look
have
at
to start
Gyako. Look at the
pushing.
positioning of Gyako.
Oh,
here.
Zama Force being committed onto Tets. There goes the Ninja Shield being forced defensively there. There goes the
Look
Minoan
at
Fury as
Bane.
well.
Oh my goodness.
This is looking like a 2-for-2 trade, but Coco is just way too much to handle here. Getting a double kill, it's just gonna be D. And, well, now it's just gonna be D on his own because Coco, I mean, it's just...
Is that a new love team?
Coco.
Yako.
Yeah.
Nice.
But anyway,
But
look at
he's
Coco.
trying his best to defend this tower, and Cignal
Wiped
Ultra
out.
will be dropping game number 1 to the side of Bren Esports. They don't really think they can defend this. Yako just getting controlled by Pain. You see the amount or map presence that Pain had that game. Yako was just setting up shop in terms of getting a good Barbiel take, a Phantom Speed proc there. But Pain was just, I'm gonna jump on you, I'm gonna ult you, then Rebo, come here. We're gonna take you down.
Yeah, and also Coco, really, on finally getting the immortality is gonna be one hard Coco to deal with. Yeah, you can't just puff Coco.
I'm in love with the Coco.
You are in love with
No, not I mean,
then poof,
beginning
Coco.
Crunch. Nice. Okay.
Wait.
Fair enough.
Wait.
Going back to relevant matters. here.
Going back to the game where it all matters here.
Okay, Yako got wings. Yako got wings.
Yeah, goblins.
Yako got wings. So, this is going to be hard for the side of Cignal Culture. Just looking at Bren, they are at their natural. It's like a National Geographic.
That I believe is going to be the case because Pain actually goes for the ultimate, goes for the bouncing ball, but does
Oh,
get denied.
Bane!
Painting's going to go there. Zama Force is going to be committed there over to the mid lane. Not a lot of damages yet being committed. There goes the 5-man Vanilla Fury there on the side of Bren Esports, and I believe this might be the game here. But Cignal Ultra is able to defend
fairly
this.
healthy. Yu is actually fairly healthy. He might actually win this fight for their side, but Hayes and the others, they just go back. They just go back.
This is a turnaround that Cignal Ultra needs, but oh, Coco just standing right in front of everybody, not giving a damn, almost securing the kill onto Lunox there, but they will still apply pressure here over the game, over in the lane, but Coco kind of overstaying his welcome.
And
D almost falls down.
Even with the flicker and Fugue falling very low. And here comes Yaku. Clean up crew. Trying to just take down everyone from the side of Bren Esports. Zaman Force is there. Will he survive this? Yaku, he's trying to fight this, but he will go down and carry it.
Fu's actually going to try to do the same thing that Yaku tried to do, but that's just way too much. Yuji is way too much to handle here. Desania is alive, but he's not going to force it.
You just step into make trap card.
Yuji.
Okay, my goodness, Cignal Ultra here. They're not giving up that easily. And they're still giving Bren Esports a hard time turning in this advantage into a win.
I mean, let's not forget about Cignal Ultra's moniker here. Comeback Kings.
Come back.
I mean, all things considered, it's a 10,000 gold lead by Bren.
Oh, I actually like the build here coming out from he went for the Athenas, then the Kiras, then the Blade Armor. A very good damage mitigation items there. For Desanya, he has concentrated energy with their Trencher and the Fleeting Time. Even Lunox here got the Dominance Ice just to, stop Coco from just using the Blazing Fury, that's right.
Yeah, and Blazing Duet will...
Blazing Duet, not Blazing Fury.
That's like a mix of Fury and Blazing Duet. Knockups and then a lot of damage.
That is quite scary.
That is really scary. And that's something that can be pulled off here with Bren Esports. But
I'm actually gonna call it that. Blazing Fury.
that combo.
That combination. Very, very good.
Immortality is going to be purchased here by Yako as well. Almost everybody, I think, has Immortality at this point.
Okay. And this is going to be one very tough fight for the side of Cignal Ultra, but this isn't impossible. This is 100% is impossible.
Lord
for the
resurrecting
side
soon.
Of Cignal Ultra, just because they do have Yahoo on the Leo, and if they do that, they can just clean up the fight.
And speaking of cleaning up the fight, I think this is going to be a fight of a lifetime here for Bren
Initiate
Esports.
retreat.
They're going to try to pick off anybody from Cignal Ultra just so that they can secure the Lord, but that's not going to happen because Cignal Ultra recognizes that that is also what Bren Esports wants to do. So they're going to be backing off here, wait for the proper opportunity. Secure the Lord here. D kind of
Okay.
saying welcome.
Yaku
There
getting
goes the
caught
stun.
out, but he does have the immortality. Can he get out in harm's way? Yes, he will. And look at the sustain coming up from the Beleric. Major Shield is there. Will they go for this? Another knockoff, a 3-man knockoff this time around, and that is going to be the death of Yaku. And will they add more to this? Yes, they will.
Oh,
That's,
man.
and that is a double kill for Yuji, and that is going to be probably game. And actually, oh, did you see that? Hayes went in with a figure.
Yeah, he did.
What happened?
Oh man, Shania is going to try to sustain as much as he can. Goes for the G. That's a 4-man G go knocked up. That's a Minnow Fury to secure a few. That's going to be the game secured by Bren Esports 1-0.
And is Bren back to their vulnerable phase?
I don't know. It's hard to say because there are times where these guys were able to beat Bren Esports quite convincingly, and I feel like it's just a matter of Cignal Ultra not being able to capitalize on their competition. I mean, yeah, they do have Beleric, they have Leomore, they have Lunox, Guinevere, and Cho. That's like a good enough lineup to go for pickoffs, but they weren't able to go for the pickoffs that they wanted to go for.
And just seeing how Bren Esports play that I think the Kufra is one of the main players for that win. We have to give a lot of props to Bane for playing that or locating the proper targets for his ultimate. Even though he's not getting those 2-man knockups, 3-man knockups, and 4-man ultimates, whatever. But if you find the right target, if you find Yahoo and Yahoo can't do anything, they just lose. They just lose like let's say 50% of their damage.
Yeah, and Yako is the primary damaging hero for Cignal Ultra. They couldn't rely as much on to Lunox because Lunox. No, I haven't felt the presence of Lunox as much. The only times I've felt Lunox was when she goes for the Order Brilliance and nothing else.
And what will Cignal Ultra go for next? I mean, we just lost with a comfort lineup.
Yeah.
D got his Cho, but that didn't really work. Thamos here, 3-0 in 4 minutes into the game. That is big in terms of actually laning. Yaku must have had a really hard time just staying in lane against that buffed or that farmed Thams. I was actually gonna say Thamos, but
Thams. So you gotta get used to Thams.
Thams. Okay, Thams. Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, that's still pretty well fought by Cignal Ultra. No doubt, they really did what they can to fight here. But the thing is, Bren Esports was able to secure objectives while they were securing kills, while they were winning the fights, and I think that is something that Cignal Ultra should start doing if they want to go for a reverse sweep here.
Okay, so just seeing how the fights turned out, Beleric here wasn't really the best pick for the side of Cignal Ultra, because Tets is known to be one of the best setups or initiators in the game, or in the local scene right now. And if you give him Beleric, he can't really do much. I mean, he can use the Nature Shield, but what if you're just that behind and Tets can't really do much, even though he pops the Nature Shield, they still get bursted.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, I mean, sadly, Lunox isn't not Lunox. Lolita is not much of a good pick these times around, but if you can give setters to, if you can give initiators to the side of to the hands of Tats, could have been a completely different thing.
Okay, look at D here. He was the only one who stays alive after a full skirmish or after a full clash. And there are times when I just want to, just pat D on the back and just say, it's going to be fine, dude.
You're gonna
Just-
be fine. You
just-
do what you can.
Just stay there. You did what you can. Just try your best to defend the tower.
That's what he did. I mean, props to him. That was still a good show. That was still a good show.
That was still a good show. Is it show or Cho?
Show.
Cho. It was a good show from Cho.
Good show from Cho. Show from
The
Cho.
big show.
The big. Well, yeah, that is gonna be game number 1, though. Game number 2. What type of adjustment will we expect from Cignal Ultra?
Just try to find a better pacing playstyle in terms of tempo. I mean, Bren Esports seriously are just straight up got the tempo play right there, and they just forced the tempo in front of Cignal Ultra. Like, you wanted to not fight in the early game just because you had the Beleric. You wanted the Beleric to, just straight up just get his items. But we will be heading into the draft before we talk about this, and let us see their picks